previous network. He's really good at what he does.
Very good.
Psychic medium, and he's really accurate. And we're going to get into a lot of good stuff tonight, especially one of my favorite things,
Mm-hmm. Guess what that is?
UFOs.
Yes.
On top of all that, so let's welcome Chris.
Okay, well, can I do the intro?
Yeah, Chris, you there?
Hi, hi. Yeah, I
Hi.
can hear you perfect.
Okay,
Can you
good.
hear us good?
Yeah, hi.
Okay, got everybody. Well,
Yeah,
I
I'm
want
doing
to
good.
everybody
I've
welcome
been
Chris.
really busy.
Let's welcome Chris Garcia to the show. Chris is
Okay.
a medium. He's a psychic. He's an empath. Chris also has the abilities to see auras and can remote view. He had these gifts since childhood and loves helping adults and children with the same gifts. He's also a shaman and tarot card reader. So we love getting readings from him. So let's please welcome him to the show.
How's it going, Chris?
We're doing pretty good. I'm just happy to
Can
be
you hear us?
on.
Yeah, Chris, you're coming in really low. Can you just bring the speaker closer to you?
Can you hear me now?
No, not really.
Can you hear me now?
Is there a volume button you could turn off or something?
Yeah, I just did it right now.
All right, just talk a little
You sound
louder.
louder now.
Okay.
Yeah, just
Can you
where
hear me
where
now?
the feedback is kind of low.
Yeah. Now I'll just do it
All
like
right.
this. Can you hear me now?
Okay. Yeah, that sounds better. Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
So Chris, can you tell the audience,
A
you know,
little.
how you got started and all that good stuff? So this is a new network, so the listener can actually get a little bit of understanding about yourself.
Yeah, of course. I'm from San Antonio, Texas. I'm a psychic medium. I do have all the clairs. Um, have also remote viewing, astral projecting. I do missing cases, paranormal work, psychic work, medium work, um, and I do a lot of channeling. I've been on other different podcasts, but in case, I mean, for anyone that already knows my number, please do not call me. But for the ones that are new to me, I'm only going to say this one time. You can reach me at 210-974-3470. Again, 210-974-3470. And that's for the new listeners in case they want to check me out and give me a call or you can text me. But
Very
yeah, I'm
good.
excited to be on. And you know what I was going to say? Yeah, and I was going to say that this is different, but I like it because
Yeah,
you know what
right?
I see? I see. Yeah, and I was going to tell you this is the first time that I've seen y'all on camera. So, you know,
I know. I see Phil
secondly,
today.
um,
Yep. Well, we're
and
excited
then
to
I was
have you.
going to tell you all too that, ma'am,
What?
I'm glad to be on here.
Thank
I said
you.
I'm glad to be on here.
Thank you. Well, we're glad to have you. So, what have you been up to? Last time we talked to you, it was December of 2020. What have you been up to since then?
Um, so well, first of all, Julie, I'm gonna tell you like this. I've been busy, like there's no tomorrow. Um, I can tell you when the last time y'all had me on the show. Um, I'm gonna tell you the truth, but I don't. I mean, of course, most psychics people don't know that as psychics we go through our downtime, or we go through
Yes.
a hard time in our life where you start realizing who your friends are, etc., etc. Okay,
Yes.
that last time that y'all had me on, sorry, the last time that y'all had me on, I want to say, oh my goodness, I can't even remember. I think things kind of started changing for me, I guess you could say.
Okay.
I started going in like different groups, but then a lot of different groups, I started finding out that they were just there. And I guess you could say they were trying to make me look bad.
Well,
I'm gonna tell you the
yeah.
truth. I ain't
Okay.
gonna lie
Well,
to you.
yeah. It's. I understand what you're saying. It's hard. It's hard to trust a lot of people, especially everybody's going through a lot right now with the whole pandemic.
Yeah, and I think it was bad because in November, December, I was like, I mean, I would still help people, but I was like really down. And there was times where
Well,
I
are you doing
I
better
was gonna
now?
delete all my stuff.
Oh my goodness.
Yes, yes, I'm doing
We
a
all
lot
we all
better.
have those moments.
And that's what's crazy. After December, January, February, and then March, and then I don't know what happened. I guess it was like a download and letting go of the past. I let go of it. And it's kind of weird because now I guess more people are wanting to check me out for certain reasons, I guess, to
Okay.
see if I'm legit. And of course, I got validated every single time. Um,
Well,
but yes, I'm
let
gonna
me
tell
stop
you,
you.
since last time I,
We've had you on our show, a few times, and you were always pretty well. You did really, really well with us. Yeah, we enjoyed your readings.
yeah,
Yeah.
but yeah, it's been a long time ago because I
So
mean the last
speaking of,
time. But
so
you know what I
Chris,
was gonna say? Okay, say it again.
I was saying, speaking about readings, tonight I want to start the show off with something new. So we are in the Horsefly Chronicles home. We are in the basement, and for those of you who don't know, the Horsefly Chronicles home was a very documented haunted location that had numerous teams from around the world come here. So we're in the basement. So Chris, as a psychic medium that you are, we are in the basement. We'd like you on live air to do a reading and see if you pick up any energies in the home.
Honestly, I mean, because this is the first time it's on there, but it's no different. I think for me, I'm picking up a lot of strong energy. I almost want to say where y'all are at. I'm saying in front of you. It almost I want to say that there's a portal or a we can talk vortex. Is what I'm picking up. Okay,
Okay.
and then for some reason, I mean, of course, we never talked. And I'm gonna tell you guys, whoever's watching this, we've never talked. Yes, we did broadcasting, on the different show, but we're not gonna
Right.
go there. But we were always on the phone. Okay, so this is the first time I've seen him on video, so I'm gonna make that very clear.
Yes.
Um, the second thing, um, I don't know why, but I keep seeing a railroad. It looks like railroad history, like underground railroads. I guess it's what I'm picking up, and it kind of seems like kind of like you just have people watching you. That's the best way to describe it. I'm looking at sitting on the couch, and there's just like all of them are just coming out of nowhere. I did want to say that there was some kind of a little bit of a negative energy, but it's not something you cannot that you cannot fight back. I'm being told you can fight it back. Uh, it almost seems like there is some kind of energy that kind of like it sucks the energy out. And it's
Okay.
weird because I'm seeing the ground and then I'm like this big stone. I can't think of there's this one movie that I've seen in my head, but I can't think of it because I'm just going with the information. But I'm picking up very, very strong energy. And then I'm seeing something to do with slaves, and it's probably further out than I'm looking into, but I'm looking at the whole area, not just your house. So there's a lot of history behind it. And I'm being told that besides what you said, I want to say that this house is the most active house of all. Now, I'm being told between all the other rooms, I want to say that the basement where you're at is very active. I'm seeing things fall off the shelves. Okay. And I'm seeing a whole bunch of, it almost seems like a electricity pull that I'm getting and very strong energy. I don't know if that makes any sense to you, but that's what I'm picking up at the moment.
Well, what's interesting, Chris, is that you never seen the basement because we never did a live video with you. But what is interesting is that several people that are well known have come down here and said that there was a vortex exactly where you said it was. So that just intrigued me.
Yep.
That's crazy because, like I said, guys, this is the first time we did. Sorry, I'm trying to keep the camera still. Um, the thing is, this is the first show all night. I've been on their show before they changed. Because I'm gonna tell y'all guys, I'm so proud of you because this is what I see with you both. Okay, I'm seeing an upgrade. Okay, upgrade acknowledgement, and I actually, and I'm not disrespecting any other network, but this is what I'm being told. Okay, you wanted to reach out to more people, and I feel like this was a step for you to take to go further and read more and reach out to more people, not just for the guests, but for you both to grow. Because I do feel like you're going to be reaching out to other people. And I'm pretty sure I'm already seeing TV with this. I don't really know anything about this network. I've never been on this network before, but I can tell you I'm seeing TV. So there's a lot of opportunities that are coming. And it's kind of like the best way to describe it, it's like Flash, like when you just run, like the movie Flash, like the way you just go, it just goes, it just like it just goes over, and it's like not a cold breeze, it's just a warming feeling and a loving network that's, and I've been told too that before you were with this network, they had been watching you both. This network was watching you. Okay, that's what I'm picking up. So what they did, they contacted you and said, you know what, Philip, and your wife, they said, I know that you're with them. I'm not trying to invade their territory, but I feel like I want to welcome you into my family because I feel like something about you just like you want to like he felt something like this heartwarming feeling. And it's weird because as I'm feeling it, I don't know if it was one of you that felt this when you heard the news. I'm actually seeing like tears, but it's not sad tears. I'm seeing happy tears like, oh my God, Philip, you just hear that? Wow, we're actually being heard by somebody else. And he's like, he didn't say it, but he was like thinking, he's like, damn, that's crazy. And that's what I'm picking up between you both. And we have
Wow.
not talked since since when?
December. December of 2020.
Wow, that's a lot
Well,
of
it is an
information.
amazing, amazing network. That's definitely for sure. Thank you.
You're
Yeah,
welcome.
thank you, Chris. So, just really quick, one more part of the reading when I asked you to do it for the basement. Before we get into the other questions, do you pick up any female spirit or spirits, female, at the home of the Horsefly Chronicles?
Honestly, okay, that's weird. I'm picking. What? Why did I just hear that? Okay, I want to say it's almost like I'm seeing a silhouette. Okay, I'm hearing the word maid. Then I hear, okay, that's weird. What? Okay, daughter. So I'm being told there's more than one. Okay, there's more than one female. Okay, okay, that's, hold on. Hold on, just stay for quiet for a second. Okay, I'm being told 17, 18, but I'm being told that they're around the property. But I'm seeing a female, almost like a person that was very protective of the location, like almost like she sees you renovating and she accepted you. Excuse me. And it's weird because I'm seeing like, okay, it's weird, and I don't even know the history of the home, but I'm getting actually 1600s. Okay, Civil War. Okay, Sorry, guys, my other phone going off. So I gotta turn that down. Thing. Sorry, it's the alarm. But yeah, I kind of feel like very dominating energy. Kind of like they're just like they're like you can see them in the hallways, and you see them, and then they disappear, and they're just looking at you like almost like observing you, so to speak. I
Mm-hmm.
don't know if that makes sense, but I'm just getting a whole bunch of stuff. Yes.
Okay. Well, I appreciate that. The last reading that you did on a previous network, you were right about a lot of stuff, and we talked about aliens and possible
Yeah.
how we had this connection, maybe through some sort of an abduction. Now, before I get into that, Chris, you know that next month in June, the United States government is supposed to be releasing information on anything they know regarding other life forms out of this universe and
Okay.
why these crafts are being seen so much around our nuclear sites, over our submarines. So, what's your feeling on this? Do you think that this is going to be the smoking gun where people are going to say, wow?
Honestly, with the aliens, I'm already,
Yes.
and I actually talked to my friend Becky, and I don't know if she's on the show because my friend, she said she found me. I remember telling my
Oh,
friend Becky that, and some other people, that I kept seeing, like they actually showed this on the news. And I'm gonna tell you something, Philip. What you just said, I'm being told that there's more sightings coming out. Okay, they already verified that on the world news that they saw this on the satellite in space, and it came on the world news that they saw this quick weird thing just pass right in front of the satellite. And as you look down, you could see the globe, you could see the world, the Earth. And with that being said, I just feel like they've known about the damn aliens, and it's kind of like they were trying to hide it, but they can't hide it no more. I mean, they're
mm,
telling me, okay, we're gonna come out. Okay, we're gonna come out.
that makes sense.
And it's funny that you talked about that, Philip, because I think it was maybe last month or 2 months ago. I had this dream. I still don't even make sense of it. I had this dream that I was like looking through somebody else's eyes, okay? And what happened is that I saw them die, and they had those what do you call the things that they try to revive you? I can't even think of the ones that they put on electricity. Well, listen to this. When I had that dream, I felt like it was me because I went too far because I was getting downloaded with all this information, and I could say like I almost died. I guess it was in my sleep, or I went too far. And then I came out with two theories. My friend told me, one of my friends said, you know too much. They're trying to shut you up. Okay. So what happened with me is I was abducted, but this time they were trying to remove data from me because I felt like they were trying to get something out of me. And between what they were trying to do, I guess you could say I went too far out of this plane where I wasn't supposed to. And don't even ask me where I went because I don't remember because it happened so fast. But it was so weird because I do feel that some people are going to get abducted, but it's going to feel like a near death experience where you're just going to feel like you're the one that died and bring back to life. I don't know why I said that, but that's the feeling I'm getting very strong. And I feel like that happened to me. And I do feel that the government is trying to hide this. They've been hiding this for a very long time. As a matter of fact, I don't know if I told you both that I do have alien DNA. And I'm actually saying that on this show. I do have alien DNA. I have this bump back here. I was confirmed by long friend, which I don't talk to her no more, that I was a reptilian at one time. Okay, I was a reptilian at one time. So with all the stuff that I know, it's kind of like I read people telepathically, so to speak, because that's all aliens did was they didn't talk, they read minds. So I do believe that aliens and us psychics have a connection, either DNA wise or a past life, and I do feel like they're here to help us. But the government's gonna say that they're here to destroy us. That's not true. I just have to say that. Yeah.
I agree. I think they're here to help and stop everyone from getting way out of control, you know, with the nukes and all that stuff. I definitely agree with you. You know, I was watching one of these reports on one of the major news networks, and they said that they rather it be aliens than another country having that kind of technology that could shut down our power plants and travel that kind of speed. That would be no match. We wouldn't have a match to that. We couldn't come close to that. But I don't believe anyone could withstand being in a craft going that fast. That's human. So, but we'll see.
Yes.
Look, in June, let's see what they come out with. It's part of the COVID-19 relief bill. They've been planning this for 6 months. So let's see what the documents say. Now, me personally, I've had experiences. I do believe that aliens from other planets do exist. Maybe some of us can and cannot see them. And maybe some of us, from the interviews I've done on hundreds of shows, have chips that are implanted. And I believe that those chips could be like a GPS system for them. And we don't have all the answers of why. But what you said is, I don't believe they're here
Yeah.
to destroy. I believe they're here to. I don't know why you want to research us, because
Yeah, learn.
we're kind of the human race is kind of like on a demise. But
But they always send us back. So
yeah, well, if they want to pick me up again, I want to go one way. I want a one-way ticket. I don't want to come back here. But we shall see. And to the listener
Yeah.
out there, they're saying now, look up in the skies at night. Now, look, there's a lot of drones out there. But I guess how you would distinct a drone or one of our military craft or a plane or a helicopter is these things have a certain pattern of speed, and they're so quick that if you do catch it, you're lucky. And
yeah.
some of these things are actually caught coming in and out of the oceans at speeds that are unrecognizable to what we have in our technology. So we shall see what the future brings. But again, I'm a believer. I believe that me personally, I've had experiences, but it's a suppressed memory. It's not something that you could say, well, I remember it 100%. It's a suppressed where it's kind of like they have technology where they'll make you remember vaguely of what they've done, what they've experimented with, and what they want you to know. Because let's face it, if they could build a craft the way we have these quick visual sightings, and again, our aircraft are up there, and our military says that these things are made out of paper thin metal, but they're so strong. If they could do that, then who knows what they could really do to our minds and how they
True.
control our thought process of what we actually believe we are seeing and our perception of the eye's view when these beings don't talk. It's mental telepathy, mind to mind. That's how we understand them.
That is correct. And I do believe that too, Philip, because I do feel like I remember the last reading I did on Julian. I don't remember what I said, but I kind of felt like me and you did connect on the last reading because I don't remember what I said. It
I
just
remember
comes and
you said
goes like
that. Yes.
usual.
You said that you felt like you
And,
knew him from
and
somewhere.
Yes.
yeah, we did. And it felt
And
so
you
weird
agree.
because we're in different states. You know what I'm saying? We're in different states. So for me to feel that there's a connection, I almost felt like for some reason we worked together And it's weird because I don't know what I know that he's a a psychic too, and he's intuitive. But for some reason, I'm seeing like cases, like missing people, where I called him, he called me, and we assisted, and we found bodies. Some of the people we didn't bring them home because some of them were deceased. Um, and then it's weird because in my head I'm seeing a dog, the dog with long ears. I don't know what you call those hound dogs. I keep seeing him with a dog walking, and we're walking out in the forest and looking near, like I'm seeing these trees, and then I'm seeing water. It's like a stream of water. Okay, I don't know why I'm seeing that, but that's just weird. I just went into a trance for a second. It's like almost like I'm there, but I'm here at the same time. And then for you, Julian, it's kind of like it's just weird. With you, I feel like you're connected to animals. You're an animal communicator. You've always been like an animal
Hmm.
communicator. I feel like I can see talking to dogs and cats.
Yeah.
Um, and then it's weird because I've seen you like with either an owl or a hawk on your arm, like at a facility where you rescue animals. And
Wow.
then this could probably be a past, and I'm saying that you met Philip in this lifetime, and in every single life, you both have always found each other. I don't know if that makes
Hmm.
sense, but you both have
I think it
always
makes sense.
found each
I
other.
do.
Every,
I do. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. Go ahead. You can talk. I'm
Yeah, I
sorry.
was just gonna
I'm
say
just too
I
excited.
do
Go
feel
ahead.
like I can communicate with animals somewhat. It sounds insane, but that is true. I think I said that to you once. He probably rolled his eyes.
Well, it's funny because I have a hawk on my shoulder. I have a snake on my forearm. Um, I do have the symbols of animals, so that's pretty interesting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. Thank you, Philip, for that validation. That's just creepy. And like I told you, I have been very, I guess, kind of spunky. My energy's back to where it used to be, but probably even better. Um, I'm not, when, of course, y'all didn't know me. Well, y'all did know me, but y'all didn't know what I was going through. So I can say that I did a major 360. And now I'm not kidding. I'm very observant to who I have on my Facebook. It's almost like
Hmm.
I'm the firewall ad. If they're not multiple friends, then I don't add them. Unless if somebody messages me and says, okay, you know what, Chris, I saw you in Philip's show and I heard you talking about this, then I'll add you.
Yes.
But if you're not multiple friends, I
Yes.
have been extreme careful. And it's crazy because before I would just add and add and add and add. But now it's kind of like the frequency, between me and my grandma on the other side. As a matter of fact, her anniversary is coming on May the 7th, which is not that far away. Oh, and by the way, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers.
Oh, thank
That's one thing I
you.
had to say. Um,
Thank you.
you're welcome. But thing is, it's been just amazing for me. It's like I feel like I have more to do, a lot more to
Mm.
do, and it's like it never stops. And for you, to welcome me on the new show, I can say that it's amazing. The energy still feels the same. It's just the interview's different, but it's okay, because I like it. It's just more out there. It's reaching out, like I said, reaching more people. Um, and I just feel like it's just a beautiful thing, and I can't complain.
Oh,
Well, that's really good. And I think psychics and
I was gonna
mediums.
say, well, everybody's going through what you're going through too. I mean, you're not alone. You're not the only one. It's happening to so many people right now.
I believe that there's a transition of energy that's
Mm-hmm.
affecting a lot of people.
Yes.
Um, in a way where like New York weather is so close now to Florida weather. It's like everything is changing. The
Yes.
poles are shifting. Whether they tell us so, they don't have to tell me. I know. You can just
Yeah.
feel the weather difference. I think that especially the magnetic waves in the earth, so it affects people's abilities on
Yeah.
what they do, how they do it.
Yeah.
It's a time of change, people. Everyone that's listening out there, this is a time that we're going through of complete change. Now, whether this is one of Nostradamus's predictions of how things are starting to unfold is a question mark. On the positive side, maybe it's a change where we are, I believe, in a negative streak
Mm-hmm.
of energy waves going through because people are dying at numerous rates because of various diseases out there and viruses. But you know,
That is true.
it brings me to this, Chris. I watched, now whether this is true or not, I don't know, but I did watch an interview on YouTube where there was a government figure. They had this alien being in a room. Now, this interview was done, I would say, within the last 10 years. And one of the questions they were asking this being, again, we don't know if it's real or we don't. It's up there. It's a question mark. But what's interesting is that they were understanding this thing's mental through mental telepathy, and they asked the question of, what do you think of death? Does death exist? And the alien being said through mental telepathy, and then they put into this recording system, death does not exist. We make it up, meaning us. We make
Wow.
it up. We go through multiple dimensional
Mm-hmm.
processes of the energy that we are. So the physical part of us, yes, it decays, but we're not the physical, we're the spiritual. And the being said, we
Exactly.
are all the
Mm-hmm.
same. We are just, it's as if we're more advanced because we've been here a lot longer than yous have.
Yes.
So we're more advanced, but we're all the
Yes.
same. And we keep going on. So we're infinite because, as we know, energy is not created nor destroyed. Therefore, we are energy. So then we go on. And this is how this alien being was describing this. Now, do I believe the interview? I really gave it
Wow.
some thought that there's a possibility that this was not made up. Of course, some people, there's a difference of opinion, but the way it was describing us and them, that we're the same, they're more advanced. So let's say they have a
Right.
thousand or 2,000
Mm.
years on us, right?
Yeah.
Through technology, they're able to do things we
Wow.
cannot do.
Mm-hmm.
However, it did say that the technology was coming from them. A lot of the technology that we have
Mm-hmm.
through our thought process is created through them. Fiber optics, the microchips, that it's implanted in us on how to do these things and move forward with technology that we understand.
Yeah. Yeah. And that is true because I do feel that when you ask me, um, I do feel that it's legit. And it's weird because you know what's weird? I see Philip in my head, and I do believe, and I know people don't believe this. I do believe that there is Men in Black, but you know how like they show in the movies, they show Will Smith and all that. But I do believe that, and it's weird that oh my God, it's so weird. I'm actually getting that. That I do feel that it's kind of like they can come out to where, and somebody had asked me, and I know she's listening. She doesn't know anything about aliens, and she asked me, and it's weird. I don't know if you're gonna ask me, but this is what I'm being told. Can aliens kind of like put themselves in human form? can they come in human form? Like, can they change their big eyes, big head, and form into humans? And at that one time, I was telling my friend, okay, you know what? I'm going to pause for a second. Right when I tuned into it, I said, yes, they can. And it's weird because in my head, I can see that some of them, I actually even been told that some of them are in this earth to where some of them, you could see their features, but they're human. Like they have maybe a little big nose, big ears, pointy ears. And it's weird because I remember it was funny that I'm mentioning this. I don't mean to say this, but there was this one lady. When was I? I think we were at a store, and for me to do this, I'm like, I'm very observant, but I don't look at people that much because it's not good to stare. But something said, look at her, so I did from up far away, and she came up close. She smiled and says hi. I looked at her, and then she just looked like that, didn't say a word, and her features just looked just like us. And when I thought about it, right when she passed by me, I got a telepathic message and says, "You know I'm an alien, right? But I'm in human form. I'm an older." And I could say, when I saw her, she looked like she was, I want to say like 60s, 70s, but you could take a few years off of her. She looked young for her age. And then it kind of like dawned on me, and I paused for a second. I'm thinking, hold on, did I just really see a lady that had this certain feature in her? There was, I don't know if it was the ears I noticed or there was the nose or the eyes, but when I looked at her, she fit in just like perfectly. And then I said, okay, this is kind of weird. So then I started thinking the aliens live among us already. I don't know if anybody knows that, but they do. And for Beth, that answers the question. They can come in human form, but they know when to turn like back into an alien, but they do it at certain times. And you know what the movie that keeps coming out? If y'all remember that movie, The Martian, where he has an antenna and he lands on that spaceship, and then he doesn't want nobody to know, so he has the antenna to cover his identity. But then he starts going through a major depression, and then he starts falling apart. His arms start falling apart. It's something similar to that, where he could be a human and they could just talk just normal. You wouldn't even suspect it. So, with that being said, I do feel that there is people that could be part alien and part human. And it's funny that I'm saying that because I know I was one in a past life. Now, can I shape shift into one? No, maybe in that other time I did, but it is just so weird, like that you mentioned that, because I do feel like we're connecting on another level, and I do believe that the ETs are always in tune, and their technology, nothing compared to what we have in this time. Nothing. Not even our government has this technology.
Wow.
Yeah, I believe in hybrids where they're half human, half alien. I definitely believe in that. Um, some of these abductions that we do hear about are the a woman would come back saying that she was implanted, and then all of a sudden months later she's pregnant.
Oh my God.
So yeah, this is true. Um, people don't believe it. Of course, it's hard to believe unless
Yeah.
you really, but that it would make sense, right? Because how would their race get over here, populate over here, is to interbreed. Um, it's so
That's really
questionable.
creepy.
It's questionable, but yet there are these cases where, you know, Betty and Barney Hill, for example, there are cases out there.
Yeah.
This is true that people get taken away
Yeah.
and experiments are done beyond what we can recognize, and it could be, I believe in the hybrid race that they do walk amongst us.
Yeah.
And not that they're here to harm, they're here to maybe interbreed and be part of us. And again, in a joking way, I say why, why? I mean, but but again, on a serious note, I can understand that maybe there's other planets that they're
Yeah.
going away, right? They're about to
Mhm.
like um, be done
Extinct.
with.
Yeah. Extinct.
So there's that possibility and
Yeah,
thought process as well. You know, it's interesting. I think that people need to wake up a little bit more and understand more that this is real. This is not fake. And the show tonight, we're talking about it, and it's a hard topic because, people are taught religion, and this is really not part of religion. It's not part of the human culture to say,
Mhm.
well, there are other life forms we were never told about in any religion that we would understand through books of learning, through our school system. However, however, when these aircrafts are being spotted by our military on camera and on video, and our astronauts are coming forward, some are asked to shut up, but some came forward and says, "Hey, I know what I seen out there. This is real. This is not fake, and this is not us, and this is not another country with this kind of technology." That leads me to believe that my suppressed
exactly.
memories and other people's suppressed memories, like yours, Chris, is not fake. It's real.
Mhm.
And it's how we let the public know,
Exactly.
hey, this is real. I believe that whether there was an abduction on me or not, I know that there's cases out there that it's too coincidental not to be true. And then it becomes factual
Yeah.
information. And I think that the paranormal and the MUFON communities will be taken more seriously once the government, like I believe the Israeli government came forward to a certain point 6 months ago. One of their top advisors had said the alien crafts and beings are real, and we do have a deal with these people, this race of beings, and it's just a matter of time before the United States government leaks it out and comes forward to say, "Hey, we're not
Yeah.
alone,
Mhm.
and
Yeah.
this is our conclusion, and this is what we found out."
Yeah. And it's crazy that you say that because you know what's crazy? And I don't know if this is somebody that's saying this telepathically, but do the aliens and the paranormal go hand in hand? It's just like Bigfoot. That's a whole nother subject. But they're on the same frequency. But the thing is that they're higher than what we are. We're about the same. But the thing is that there is portals among them because they disappear so fast that you see them for a second and then boom, they're gone. So there is portals or vortexes out in the wilderness. So if you're trying to catch a Bigfoot or an alien or whatever, you'll see it from a distance and you try to get close and it's gone. Um, and it's weird because I do think that the paranormal it goes hand in hand with everything. It goes hand in hand with aliens. It goes hand in hand with fairies, mermaids. Of course, people don't believe in mermaids, but I do. Um, of course, they deal with the lower level, the demons, but that's underground. Um, so I do believe that, like you said, people need to wake up because this stuff it's not fake. And the thing is, to know, it was funny because I remember Philip asking me a long time ago, and I don't know how he asked, and he says, how can you tell that a psychic is fake? How can you tell? And that was a very good question. I remember that. I don't remember what show it was, but I do recall him asking in some sort of way. And the thing is, if you can get validation, or the psychic or the person can get validation, then the stuff is real and the psychic is real. Um, but I do believe that there's a lot more stuff that we're about to discover. And I want to say, okay, let me see what I can see. Okay, let's see. Wait, okay, I don't know why I'm seeing August. There's something about August, and it's probably because I'm not good with the moons and all this, but I'm seeing like an eclipse or something. There's going to be a lot more activity. Okay, I think there's going to be more strange stuff that we still don't know that exists because we think just Bigfoot, aliens, fairies, mermaids, but I mean, there's more. There's more that we don't know. Like they say that dinosaurs don't exist. Hmm. You better think again about that one. If there is some that
You
do
know,
exist,
so
they live
Chris,
underwater.
yeah, how paranormal investigators describe whether it's aliens or shadow people, when they have this technology that some of it picks up the voices from the other side, right? Um, I believe that it's putting themselves on that frequency, like they say, changing the channel till you scan through and pick up the vibrational energy from maybe other dimensions, the other side of the veil. So when they're doing that, sometimes they're also picking up these beings, and this is not a ghost or a shadow person. This is something else of our intelligence, way beyond our intelligence. But when they do this, shadows start to appear almost as if they're full figured shadow people. And, one of the things I always question are alien beings able to transform themselves into shadow people? That's one of the biggest questions. Now, some people say that shadow people are demonic. Shadow
Mhm.
people are the residual energy of us within the physical when we cross over. Other people believe they're interdimensional beings. I will tell you that I don't know the answer to that, but they're very intelligent. That I do know. And I say they're intelligent
Mhm.
because of the responses that they're giving on the equipment. For example, they'll know what you're doing before you do it
Yep.
by reading your mind and telling
True.
you through like a text message on this equipment. It's being typed out. To me, that's a mind blower that there are other things out there on other frequencies that are able to read our thoughts. So when you talk about Bigfoot, and some people say, no, Bigfoot's not real. I believe a lot of this stuff is real. It's on a different vibrational energy that we cannot yet see, but some of our equipment does pick up. And I could tell you as a testimony that having done so many investigations here, especially at my home, with teams around the world, that there's that connection between aliens,
Mhm.
ghosts, entities,
Yep. Totally
regular
agree.
spirits that have crossed over. It seems like they're on just the other side of this veil, but they can hear and communicate with us. It's just harder for us to do it in reverse unless you have abilities like yourself. So, having said that, Chris, the time has gone so quick. We're,
Yes.
we're done with the show. But this has been a fascinating show. So, really quick, Chris, tell us where people can find you and what you have going on next.
Well, you can reach me at, of course, on Facebook, Chris Psychic Garcia, or they can reach me at my cell phone, 210-974-3470. Again, 210-974-3470. The things that are going on, I can't see, but I know I have a show on Saturday. I'm on going to be on other shows, new shows, this coming month, but I'm not going to say the date, so I just want to be surprising people. The other thing I will be doing, and this is for everyone, since you could see me live, if you're interested in buying a T-shirt, or if you're willing to just, I don't know, if I give you a T-shirt, I'll probably end up giving it to you anyway, because there's some people that won't be able to, because I would just give and give and give, and it's fine. I mean, it's not always about purchasing. So I do have T-shirts coming up. Um, of course, I can't turn around because I didn't. But I do have like matchboxes, and if you see on my Facebook, I've been posting a lot of merchandise. Um, but I want to say, I mean, of course, I can't read everything, but I've been told that there's probably something bigger coming for me. Somebody said I want to say July and then September. All I can say is just keep a lookout for me because I know that there's something on the other side coming. It's more like probably speaking in at gatherings and probably even doing a little maybe group readings and so forth. I see that coming. I'm gonna try my best to go to some location so people can meet me and I can hand out the T-shirts or whatever they want, laying art, the pins or whatever. Um, but I do see a lot of growth. I know I'm not done. Um, and I can't think of anything else. And I know people have told me to
Well,
write a
thank
book,
you.
but I'm not really good
Thank
at
you so
that.
much,
I
Chris.
probably have plenty.
Thank you so much, Chris Garcia,
Yeah,
everyone.
I know.
You can follow him, message
Thank
him.
you,
He's in
man.
all the things going on, and he is definitely a great psychic medium. We're wrapping up the show, and Julia, what do you got?
Yes, and we just want to say thank you to Carnation for sponsoring our show. Join us again next Monday at 7 CT, 8 EST, coming live from United Public Radio, 107.7 FM and 105.3 FM from New Orleans.
And everyone, really
Thank you.
quick, thank you so much. And really quick, if anyone wants to see some of the pictures I have of these beings, I do have 3 or 4 of them, authentic. You can message me at Philip Siracusa, Siracusa on Facebook. I'll be more than happy to share them with you. Everyone, have a great, safe night. We'll see
Thank
you
you,
next
Chris.
week.
Have a good night.
Good night, guys. And I had a good time.